G'day fellas, welcome to a casted game between FitzBros, who spawns in the west of the map and is playing the Mongols. His opponent, who spawns in the east of the map and is playing the Rus, is Nitho. Now, what do we know about FitzBros? We know he is from Age of Empires 3 and has been storming the ladder. I think at the moment probably sitting at about rank 20, maybe rank 22. I'm not sure exactly where he is. He's been going absolutely ham with the Mongols. Take a look at what he's doing at his start. Placing down his town center, getting his uwu up. Can I get some uwus in the chat right now? Thank you. And on top of that, he's now chopping this wood. So he's not even going for his starting sheep. And I think this is really smart because one of the things to note when it comes to starting sheep, okay, is you can never be guaranteed that your town center is actually going to spawn correctly. Not spawn correctly, but be placed correctly. But with these sheep, if you don't eat them, it's going to be fine. And so it's a very smart move for him to do that. Now, in addition to that, it looks like he might actually be coming out here for a dock. A little bit of a side dock. Now, keep in mind the map that we are playing here. I think it's Nagari. So Nagari is a map that typically you're going to want to be playing French on. And the reason why you're going to want to play French on this map is because if you can maintain control of this middle pond here, you're going to be able to have access to all of these fish. And, you know, the person who gets access to all this fish, well, it's a lot of resources. There is so many fish in here. 2,000 on each of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 30,000 food that keeps replenishing itself throughout the game. So you can basically, you'll never have to go on farms if you've got that middle pool secured. So really, really important if you can do that. But at the same time, FitzBros now going to be expanding behind his base. Now, keep in mind, a little bit of an unfair spawn here. So FitzBros got no deep sea fish at all, but his opponent has actually got 2 deep water fish behind him. Now, that is something that is a little bit concerning, but at the same time, we don't actually see him really going for that. We do see that the Rus player has got 5 villages already on wood, so there's a good chance that he might actually be going for some sort of dock boom. We'll tune in with him and see what he's up to. He's got 3 scouts out already at this point. And still plenty of villagers. Going to be dropping down that hunting cabin. Very nicely placed hunting cabin, I will be honest. The fact that it is on top of this wood line, so it's generating that gold, but it's also right next to these berries. Very, very nice. FitzBros going to be running past his enemy, grabbing his sheep as well. Got to be careful, FitzBros. You're going to run into the tower. FitzBros, not like this, Fitz. All right, he's woken up. That's okay. If these villagers had jumped inside this tower, that Khan would be dead. Look at those arrows. He's down to 38 HP. I would have almost 100% been a dead FitzBros Khan right there. To the north of the map, we see Nitho managing to pick up a free wolf, so doing pretty decently, but actually spotting out some deer. Now, did FitzBros spot this? FitzBros did actually spot this, and he didn't kill it. So a little bit of a mistake from Fitz. Ideally, if you're playing against a Rus player, you want to kill their hunts. And the reason why is if we take a look at the Rus player's perspective, watch what happens when he kills a hunt. Whenever he kills those deers, he's getting plus 10 gold. So you want to make sure that you deny that from him, because every deer that you kill, it's 10 gold that he doesn't get because he's not going to be able to kill it. So really important. So a little bit of a mistake there from Fitz, but that's okay. We'll forgive him for now. Because he is water booming. He's playing the Mongols. And I'm curious what kind of strategy he's going to be going for, because typically Fitz is a bit of a boomer when it comes to Age of Empires. So I'm curious to see if we're going to be looking at something like the Silver Tree. Keep in mind that he is very far away from this market. Has he uncovered this market? Let me just check. FitzBros has spotted this market. So I'm curious to know whether we're going to see the Silver Tree drop down over here. We may actually see it drop down in the base. Alternatively, he could be looking at going up with deer stones. Deer stones going to be providing him that large aura, as well as giving him that Yam network upgrade. We'll take a look what he decides to do, though. He's queued up another villager, so he's going to take a little bit longer. But plenty of fishing boats out here now. So let's see what he drops down. There he goes. And going with the Silver Tree. I did expect that this would be the case. So what are we going to see from FitzBros? What is going to happen right here? So FitzBros is going to move his Silver Tree up here to the north, onto the uwu. Okay, and can I just get some uwus in the chat? Well, every time I mention uwu, I want to just see the whole chat just light up with uwus. And he's going to move it north, and he's going to begin trading with the neutral trading post. Now, you guys might be thinking, all right, Drongo, he's trading with the neutral trading post. Nothing special. Whoa. Hold on. What do we know about the Silver Tree? Now, the Silver Tree It is an incredibly special landmark. It's one of my favorite, and to be honest, if there was a civilization that is an S tier for trade, it would be the Mongols. And the reason why is because of this landmark. So this landmark, it reduces the cost of every single trader that you make. So specifically reduces the cost of gold. So 50% reduction. And it also builds them faster. A couple nice little snipes in here for Nitho. So what the way that it actually, the best way to take advantage of this, and what we're going to see FitzBro do, is you'll see that he's stacked up a whole bunch of stone, right? He hasn't spent that stone. He's just let it sit there right now, okay? So what's he going to do? He's going to be moving his silver tree over here, and then he's going to be double producing traders. And he's going to be trading them up to this corner, and he is going to go absolutely mental with the trade. Superior mobility has now been completed. You can see that. So it's going to just fly over here. He's going to unpack it. It's going to fly over here at the speed of light. You can see he's got those resources. Take a look how fast that goes. 1.69 tiles a second. Nice. Silver tree going to be going down now for FitzBro. And straight away going to be trading. Or training some traders. It's going to be getting those double batches in. There you see it. Coming in 15 seconds it takes to trade those traders. So train those traders. Actually, it's 17 seconds. So doing very well, FitzBro is. And I'm liking this a lot. So if we take a look over at the Rus base instead, let's have a look and see what he's up to. He's got a little bit of a scout going on, just looking to see what FitzBro's up to. Spots an archery range going down. He's going to see both of those traders come out, and that's a really good information for Nitho. So I'm curious to see how he's going to react to it. Keep in mind, he's playing the Rus. Okay, he's going to have access to all of these. Oh my lord. Nitho, you're thinking very far into the future there, my friend. That is a lot of horsemen. I'm very impressed. Obviously, he's going to continue trading. Now, I'm curious if Nitho actually spotted that out. He obviously sees this. He did actually get line of sight in on that, but I'm curious whether he actually spotted it. So, we actually hear him up to the north. He actually calls out and says, I hear these traders. You can hear the scout say those magic words. FitzBro up here, missing his other hunt. Let's take a look. He did actually spot this hunt as well. So that's 2 hunts he didn't kill. 3 hunts, actually, because there was a third one back here. How many hunts are on this map? Hold on a minute. There's one behind FitzBro's base, one here, and then there's one up here and one out here. I guess that's fair. Let's check how much these traders are going to be pulling in. 79 gold on these bad boys right here. Now, FitzBro is probably going to be moving the silver tree back. Okay, so what he's going to be doing is going to be sending them all out, all the traders out, like this. Okay, but then he's probably going to move the silver tree back over here just so he can maximize the bonus or maximize the effect that he can get from it. There's no guarantee that that is what he's going to do, but we'll take a look how he's doing. Going to potentially be able to trade some more. But now Mangudais are going to be coming out for FitzBro. He's got 3 that are going to come out to meet these scouts. And Fitz has got to be careful. Ideally, he's going to want to avoid taking any damage here, but now we see horsemen beginning to move out across the map. FitzBro is going to be in a little bit of trouble, I suspect, because more and more Mangudai are going to be coming out, but at the same time, he's going to have to be dealing with these horsemen. And so my concern is that these Mangudai aren't going to have enough damage to deal with these horsemen. They only do 7 bow attack. Do we see any blacksmith coming in just yet? No, no blacksmith just yet. But one of the things to note is that if his opponent had actually gone for lances, now keep in mind that the Rus have got access to, or rather, knights in Age 2. They're going to be a lot more effective against those Mangudai because primarily these guys have very light damage, just 7 damage. So they pierce this armor, or they pierce these units very, very well. We can see they're 0-0. So they do their full damage. Whereas to the early knights, they do about half damage. FitzBro now preparing himself, spots out the enemy units. We can see the line of sight there because of the Khan. He's going to be able to fire off his arrow. Let's see which fire he goes for. Probably going to be the attack speed arrow. Just doing his best to run away, and you can see just how quickly he's going. Managing to get that attack speed arrow in. He's got to be careful. Get back over there, FitzBro. More Mangudai coming out right now, and you can see these traders. FitzBro now also going to be putting down this outpost. For anybody wondering what this outpost is going to be doing, it's going to be buffing up. You can see these units have got a little glow to them. It's the YAM speed network. And look how fast these Mangudai are going. 1.87 movement speed per second. Got to be careful who fits. 4 traders now going to be moving out. Trader's going to get absolutely eaten alive here by the horsemen. Plenty of traders out here. Fitz, you've made a bit of a mistake, but Mangudai beginning to build. The Mangudai mass, rather, beginning to build. And now you can see just how quickly these Mangudai are going to be able to take care of this. He needs to be careful not to lose these traders, because these traders are really going to be the source of his primary source of gold income. You can see how many resources Fitz is actually sitting on right now, sitting on more than 1,000 gold at this point, but he's still looking pretty decent. The burden right now is on Nitho. Nitho needs to stop the boom. If he doesn't stop the boom, he loses the game. You cannot keep up with a Mongol boom like this. It's way too quick. It really comes along incredibly fast. You can hear that wolf just following FitzBro. He's going to be able to take down that early knight, and FitzBro doing very well defending that. Got plenty of Mangudai out and in a great position. So let's talk a little bit about how potentially Nitho could get back into this game. So Nitho's got two options here. His first option is to go big or go home. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking big boy boom, baby. So that means that he potentially thinks about doing a water boom and at the same time dropping a second TC. But it's very hard from this position because he is behind. Now we know that he's behind because his enemy's got a large force, and this is a raiding force, so it makes it extra hard to have little expansions like this one out here, little expansions like this. Very, very dangerous against the Mongols because it's very easy for FitzBro to run in, come in and clean these out completely. Now, fellas, for anybody wondering about FitzBro, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I encourage you, go check out FitzBro's content. He's putting out a lot of Age of Empires 4 content at the moment. He's got some very funny stuff. My favorite video that he did recently was the Mongol Town Center drop. It's absolutely hilarious. And now, speaking of Mongol Town Center drop, it looks like he's going to be coming in, dropping down a couple villages. Look at these Mangudai. The fact they can just move and scoot, or shoot and scoot, it is just absolutely insane because he doesn't even need to think twice. He just knows what he's doing. Goes with the attack speed arrow, just completely cleans out all those villages, and his enemy loses 5 villages. We take a look at FitzBro's income at the moment. He's on 53 economic units, so that's including all these traders. How many traders has he actually got? And look at this, he's doing a little bit of the zoomy right now. Look how fast they go. Aren't they just hilarious? Oh, they're packing themselves up, and look at them. They are so funny. They're actually funnier than, they're almost as fast as the Mangudai. 1.69 movement speed versus the 1.87. You know what? When these guys lose their yam bonus, yeah, they're faster. They're faster. Look at them go. It's like, hey, come on, man. Move out of the way, dude. Move out of the way. Let's take a look at how his enemy's doing. His enemy is sitting on 32 villages at the moment. So FitzBro up about 50 economic units right now. So definitely a really decent spot for him. Gonna continue pushing in now. So 3 archery ranges coming out, 2 more coming up the rear as well. And he's having an absolutely great time. Gonna continue pushing down, and it's very easy for him because he just brings these in and he just sits them right here. That's his expansion done. Now take a look at his economy behind this. His economy is so freaking big right now. He doesn't even need to worry. It's just ridiculous. Look how many resources these are pulling in. 79 gold at a time, and he's got 9 traders. It says 9 traders out there. There's got to be a lot more than 9 traders. Surely there's a lot more than 9 traders. Hold on. Is there only 9 traders out there? Okay, 11. It must have just popped out more, 2 more. I always feel like there's just so many more. So let's talk about this network and exactly why it's so strong. You can actually see he's preparing to bring his Uvu over here. Such great foresight here from FitzBro. So part of the reason why this is so strong, okay, is there's a number of components to it. So FitzBro has really worked well using all the bonuses that he's got access to. Now going to potentially be coming in, picking up a couple villages here. Probably going to be all of these villages down. Only managing to take out 2 as he runs past. It looks like he's heading down towards the corner. So just to talk a little bit about why this is such a strong thing that FitzBro is going for here, because he's utilizing all the bonuses that the Mongols get to really buff up their trade network. So first and foremost, he's used the Uwu. Can I get some Uwus in chat? He's used the Uwu to get double production of his traders. Then he's getting cheaper traders because of the landmark. And then on top of that, he's using his outposts to buff up the movement speed of the traders by 15%. So he's buffing, you can see them all the way along here, going to be buffed up. And he's got all of these outposts along the back line, and so they're going to be going extra fast. And so there's like a whole bunch of things that really combine to make it incredibly strong. That is why the Mongol trade is just so damn strong. But as well, in addition to that, also has these fishing boats out, so going to be supplementing his food income. And plenty of villagers now. Looks like Fitz may potentially look at aging up right now. He's got enough food and gold to potentially move up to the 3rd age. Knights coming into the back of the base. FitzBro's got to be careful. He actually spots the dock that was going down and just takes it down. His enemy decided this was the pond he wanted to expand to. Not this one with all the fish inside it. It was that little one down here to the south. But you do you, fam. You do you. Archers now in FitzBros forward base. Going to be cleaning up these knights. So we can see that the knights are just taking so much damage just from the towers and the outposts and the town center that he doesn't even need to run the Magadai back. He's going to actually almost successfully kill this. But one of the things to note that you've got to be careful with these early knights. They can very easily harass your traders. So you can just leave them sitting right here, and he can just continue to harass the traders, and eventually he's going to start getting kills. So he is running them down, 1.87 movement speed. He will eventually catch them, and you can just see it slowly trickles down the HP. FitzBro, does he have any of those upgrades? We'll take a look. He does have the blacksmith. He's got both of the looks like all of the upgrades, including +1 attack on the melee. So very curious. FitzBro now looking like he's going to get the rams out. You love to see it. You really do love to see it. And FitzBro doing the classic conga line around the ram. This is a ceremony that gets done by the Mongols. Every time a ram gets constructed, we all stand around the ram and do a little bit of a chant. We go, ram dance, ram dance, ram dance, ram dance, ram dance, ram dance. It's a complex dance, but I assure you, it's one of our long-standing traditions. Horsemen now going to be potentially moving up into this northern trading line. And Fitz looking like he's getting ready to move the ranch into position. We'll take a look over at his opponent. Oh, that's the wrong, oh lord, I pressed the wrong buttons. Where are we? There we are. Okay, now we're in. Sorry about that. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I've misclicked. But FitzBro looking to actually take on his enemy, Archer v Archer. And you can see the aesthetic difference there between the Mongol archers and the Rus archers. The Rus archers look a little bit cooler. They look like they've gone and taken judo class, whereas the Mongol archers look like it's a female army that's predominantly there. So FitzBro gonna have absolutely no trouble, and his enemy does in fact call the GG when there are 7 rams taking him to the ranch. Good game, FitzBro. For anybody who wants to check FitzBro out, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I'm also going to encourage you guys to go leave him a follow over on YouTube right now, or over on Twitch. Go say good day. I'm going to pop that in the chat for you guys. There you go, FitzBro. I don't know if he's streaming right now, but if he's not, just go leave him a follow. I'll catch you guys in the next one.